Consider that in the 1970s the average US house cost about 8,000 hours of minimum wage work. Now it's over 40,000 hours. A house, a fundamental human need, has become leveraged like a commodity, inverting what should be essential into a burden for too many. We find ourselves in a peculiar situation today. Over 650,000 people are homeless, wandering through the cold nights and sweltering days, while a staggering 16 million homes sit vacant, gathering dust. In a land of plenty, over 37 million people live in poverty, while property investors rake in billions in revenue from other people's primary housing. This situation is not only shocking, but it's also unsustainable. Certainly there are better ways to organize housing, and because it's a basic human need, securing citizens' housing should be a priority, and could be simply accomplished with a public trust housing option. Imagine, instead of paying rent or a mortgage, citizens could choose to pay into a public trust housing option that continually develops a collective housing fund. Picture a community chest situation where citizens contribute by accruing equity on their rent payments, and are incentivized to stay up to date with upkeep and maintenance, with laborers earning credit for their efforts. Housing options could offer a range of possibilities, including short-term stays to long-term residences, all posted on an inclusive and transparent online portal. This isn't just a listing site, it's an instrument to optimize city neighborhoods for social harmony. Non-profit insurance fees could be accrued and paid forward to acquire and remodel properties that become available in newly zoned neighborhoods, where people can make maintenance requests and flag distressed units for redevelopment. Instead of realtor, bank, and landlord fees, local placement agents could assist the housemate matching, moving, and settling in processes, with the goal to leave no citizen unhoused and maintain a small housing surplus. From basic to luxury and beyond, single units to families with children to all-adult households. By designing a system to level up participants until settled and satisfied, while improving the base in perpetuity, both the real estate and culture gain value, which could be likened to an ever-expanding collective inheritance as opposed to the current extractive model that leaves too many humans homeless and victimized, while neighborhoods become dilapidated and dangerous. Governments could make citizens' housing a priority via tax incentives, as well as by limiting the monetary amount any person or entity can earn on another's primary housing. It could also be beneficial to develop a few new green-efficient metropolitan cities, where most beneficial. Suggested structuring of an optimized and inclusive housing web portal. The base: identify decent at worst homes and zones for adults without kids. Maintaining: citizens currently satisfied in their housing situation. Seeking: a lateral move, whether across the street, another side of town, or across the country. Expanding, such as kids on the way, those looking to level up in land, living space, or luxury. Contracting, those selling property, reduce lot and/or living space, or someone taking a step down from luxury. Developing, new housing development and remodeling projects. Recovering and assisted living. Included in the deal but not transactional should be medical coverage for all emergencies and essential care. Those who seek wellness placement and help with addiction, trauma, or other recovery, as well as disabled and elderly with special needs, should have acceptable options. Enhanced orphanage campuses also could provide a high quality of life for displaced youths, and should be designed with the goal to develop well-adjusted adults, without trauma from abuse or neglect. Alternative options for luxury homes. Usually it takes more to maintain large estates such as manicured lawns and other maintenance, but when a large home is mostly unoccupied, there presents an opportunity to fill the bedrooms with young professionals, or perhaps living workspaces for small enterprises and/or company teams. Ultimately, the main focus would be to guarantee each citizen a residence with postal address, front door with a lock, a bathroom with toilet, sink, and shower, kitchen with sink, refrigerator, oven, and stove. Public trust housing options and private residential real estate ownership can and should both exist simultaneously, although the public trust system would seek to add value to real estate, while also reducing the costs. The goal here would be to make living cheap, so life isn't. Now imagine if the government spent as much on a public trust housing system that reduces the overall cost of living as they did bailing out the banksters who profit from an ever-expanding housing crisis. The inversion tactics of financial leveraging and exploitation of humans should be put to rest with smart policy making. But this public trust housing system does not require government support or oversight, and could be accomplished by citizens via non-profit collectives. This system isn't just a solution to housing shortages, it's a catalyst for community growth, not a band-aid solution, but a sustainable model for the future of housing. It's a system that grows with its citizens, ensuring their needs are met, while adding value to the community. By settling all citizens, future generations would no longer be burdened by the prospect of falling below basic living, and can then focus on thriving as opposed to simple surviving. These ideas, when paired with a basic income and creative currency octave system, explained in a separate video, could harmonize and transform economies that enhance both the public and culture, with an effective and sustainable monetary system that ensures human wellness via fair foundational guarantees, appropriate incentives for essential work, and equitable rewards for beneficial creation. What other factors are important to consider? For additional details and other transformative ideas by author Duke Johnson, see the website bettertobest.wixsite.com/book.